welcome to Colin's Creatures. This is Rex, my Venezuelan Blue Bloom, also known as the Xenesthis intermedia tarantula, and she just molted, so I'd like to do a video on her. This is Rex's molt mat. A molt mat is something that most terrestrial tarantulas will make out of their own webbing to molt on. Here is her freshly discarded molt, and here is a freshly molted Rex. I've had her for about 3.5 years. The first video she appeared in was my pros and cons of getting a sling, and I'm not sure what she is. I will refer to her as a she because I'm fairly certain that she is a girl, and I'll get onto that later. There are other species in the genus Xenesthis, though most of them are just referred to as Xenesthis species. One of the more commonly kept species is Xenesthis immanis. There isn't very much information that is readily available on any of the spiders in this genus, so this video will pretty much contain everything I could find on this species. Xenesthis intermedia are from the mountain forests in the northern Andes Mountains in northwestern Venezuela. Like most tarantulas, Xenesthis intermedia, the females live longer than the males, with females being able to live from 12 to 15 years and males from 3 to 4. And it's most likely that the females will get larger than the males. So I think that Rex is female because we had her for about 3.5 years, and she is still not done growing and doesn't look near the end of her life. So I believe her to be female simply because she's not dead yet. Slings and juveniles do not have their characteristic beautiful pattern. They are brown, very long legs, and are quite large as far as slings go. They also grow very fast as slings. This is Rex as a sling in March of 2021. And then here is Rex as a juvenile in August of 2021. And this right here is Rex in March of 2024. As adults, members of the Xenesthis genus have a brightly colored stellate pattern on their carapace. The color can vary from fuchsia to purple. Rex's is kind of pink, not quite fuchsia. They are very big tarantulas, being classified as bird eaters, with their diagonal toe-to-toe length being 7 to 9 inches. Their opistosoma, or abdomen, is black with pink hairs, and their prosoma, or their cephalothorax, is brown or black with the colored stellate pattern. Their legs are black, with their femora, which are the first part of the legs, are tinted pink, and their hairs are also pink. There's not much known about their wild behavior, but what is known is that they're terrestrial, as well as being opportunistic burrowers, which means they'll either steal another animal's burrow, most likely another tarantula, or a small mammal, or an insect, and they may eat whoever is inhabiting that burrow, or they'll dig their own, but they may not do it if they don't feel like they need to, and they'll probably eat whatever they can catch. The temperatures for your Xenesthis intermedia can drop down to a low of 68 for night and get to as high as 82 for the day. We keep our temperatures in the mid-70s for the entire day. They do need very high humidity, up to 75%, so moist substrate and a water dish are needed. Paradoxically, the air in the mountains in which they live is described to be very dry, so if that is the case, the forest floor must be quite moist. Feeding them in captivity shouldn't be very hard. Rex is a great eater, and they probably all are awesome eaters, and they'll likely eat whatever feeder you offer them. Rex is usually a pretty aggressive eater, so let's see if she's up to it now. The substrate should be deep enough to burrow if it wants to, and keep in mind Xenesthis intermedia is an opportunistic burrower, so it may not burrow, and even if it does have a burrow, Xenesthis intermedia can often be seen walking out and about in its enclosure. They're very defensive tarantulas and have a potent venom as far as New World tarantulas go, and they also have the characteristic New World tarantula urticating hairs, which are hairs on their abdomen that are very itchy and they can kick off and will really irritate your skin, and especially your eyes if they get onto them. So this is definitely not a tarantula you want to hold, though you can certainly try, maybe you'll be lucky. So this is definitely more of a display tarantula, and as display tarantulas, they're excellent because they can often be seen out, they are beautiful, and they are big. So that is Rex, my Xenesthis intermedia tarantula, or the Venezuelan Blue Bloom. I learned a lot while researching for this video. I found pretty much everything that I could. I hope you learned something and enjoyed the video. So thanks for watching, subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and I'll see you next time on Colin's Creatures.